Okay, so in today's lesson, we're going to carry on measuring angles with a protractor. So by the end of this lesson, you should be able to use a protractor or a virtual one. Use the correct scale, and today we're going to measure something called obtuse angles. And you can explain your reasoning when using a protractor, selecting the correct scale to measure obtuse angles. So let's look at a quick starter. Which one doesn't belong? So A, B, C and D. Now I know if I look at A and B and D, they are all less than a right angle. So that means that A, B and D are all acute. Acute. Sorry, I'm going to do that again. They are all, write a little bit neater. Okay, they are all acute angles. Now C, all right, is greater than a right angle. Okay, but it's less than a straight line. So C is what we call an obtuse angle. Okay, so C is the odd one out because it is the only obtuse angle. Okay, so look at the angle, then complete the sentence below. The angle has a measurement of how many degrees? So they've already lined up this protractor for us. Okay, we're looking at angle A, B, C, so we're looking at this angle here. All right, so we've started at 0, the outer scale, and we're going to go all the way around now past 90 degrees. And this line, okay, you can see the number 80 first, but remember that's coming from this inner scale, and we're not using that, we're using the outer scale. So it is 100 degrees, which means it's an obtuse angle. Okay, look at the angle, then complete the sentence below. The angle has a measurement of, and again, this is the angle that we're looking at, using the outer scale, because that's where our protractor is lined up. We go all the way around, and we can see it's halfway between 130 and 140. So that means our measurement is 135. Again, it is an obtuse angle because it is more than 90 degrees but less than 180. Look at the angle, then complete the sentence below. The angle has a measurement of, now this time we can see our line is here. So now we need to use the inner scale. Okay, so we're going this way around using that inner scale. And we can see that it's pointing up. The pen's not working. Okay, it's pointing directly here. Okay, now it's not 60, that's the outer scale. It is pointing to 120 degrees. Okay, so be very careful about that. Think about which scale you're using, the inner or the outer. So it's 120 degrees, it's an obtuse angle. So James says, my angle measures 25 degrees. Do you agree? Explain your answer. So we can see that the line is lined up here, so we're using the outer scale. Okay, so we're going all the way around using the outer scale, and the line comes out here, which is halfway between 150 and 160. So the angle is actually 155 degrees. So no, we don't agree with James. What did James do? He has used the inner scale, which is incorrect. Okay, so try and complete questions 1 to 3 on Seesaw. Okay, so we have another James question now. My angle measures 135 degrees. Do you agree? Explain your answer. Okay, so again, we've got the line is actually starting here and ending here. All right, so the first thing James hasn't done is he hasn't lined it up properly. Okay, so he's actually started from 10 degrees and he's finishing at 135. Okay, So he actually needs to make sure that first of all, he's put the edge of his protractor here onto this line. Okay, so we know that he's not correct. Now if we think about it, if that's starting at 10 and that's 135, the angle is actually 125 degrees. I estimate the angle shown is about 175 degrees. Is Astraby's estimate accurate? Explain your answer in full. Okay, well hopefully you're going to say that no way is he right, because I know that 90 degrees, okay, is a right angle. And this is only just greater than 90 degrees. I also know that a straight line, okay, is 180 degrees. So that angle, if it was 175, would be coming out here somewhere. Okay, so it's probably more likely to be maybe 95 to 100 degrees. Let's go for 95 degrees. Okay. Okay, so complete questions 4 to 6 on Seesaw.